Welcome back, Bandicoots, Marsupials, and Gem Seekers all. This is Crash Bandicoot 1 on the Insane Trilogy, brought to you by Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. In Part 6, I'm going to briefly look into my save load menu for maybe the last time of the entire playthrough. Instead of proceeding forward to the Toxic Waste level, instead we're going to use that yellow gem that we just got, the special gem for completing Generator Room without dying, and we're going to go back to an earlier level and get the box gem that it corresponds to. In this case, we are going to the creek level, upstream.
But there's a blue gem in Toxic Waste.
I know. But Toxic Waste is the imperative. This is optional.
Ah.
That technically is a fuck you box?
Only technically.
Well, that's the fuck you box that is supposed to teach you about fuck you boxes. They exist. They are everywhere.
They're not everywhere. They're just in specific levels.
Although, people who have died at Crash Bandicoot enough times would probably regard every box as a fuck you box.
Oh, no, man. I mean, there are parts in Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3 that I would say some of these boxes can go F themselves, but a majority of the time, nah, man. The boxes are more or less your friends. Although we have to murder them, so, you know, tools.
Those two boxes from Unbearable are staring at you with a troll face, Mr. Gerdite. This is cool. Yay! A hidden gem. A hidden box. Yay.
There it is.
It had a life. But how do I get back if I can't see the fucking platform? Remember
where they are. There.
Remember that they're parallel. They're all in a line. Wait for the purple plant. And go! I do like that the special gem unlocks what is effectively an extension of the level, usually towards the end of the level. You will see this happen a couple times with the Great Gate level, the Native Fortress level, where you will see that the level actually is a lot longer than you originally thought. And I think that that is a good use of your game assets, is let the player enjoy these.
2 boxes left.
Let the player enjoy these assets as long as possible, because that is how you have a video game economy. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, now we're in some brand new territory. And if we lose our Aku Aku mask... God help us if we lose the Aku Aku mask now.
There they are.
Yay. Okay, now, unfortunately, because that gem platform that took us towards the floating leaves had reset its position after we stepped off of it, we do have to continue going forward until we hit the waterfall.
Oh, well, doesn't that mean we get 2 gems then? No, that's right, we only get the box gem.
We did it. And it was cool.
Oh, this box gem is only worth 1%.
I'm not sure if I noticed before that Coco has a little smiley face on her laptop, and I think that's cute.
So level completion is 2%, and each box gem is only worth 1%.
Pretty much.
Damn.
So there are 26 levels in the game. I'm not sure if the boss levels count, because they don't give you a box count at the end of a boss stage. Alright, now here we're going into one of the quirkier levels in Crash Bandicoot 1. Toxic Waste is characterized by this corridor effect, and these gangsters constantly throwing barrels of toxic sludge at you. These barrels will kill you if they touch you, but if you spin that dude away, then he stops throwing the barrels.
Interestingly, these guys now have the mob coats for Pinstripe instead of the lab coats of Cortex.
Right. Well, it's because Pinstripe, of course, is one of Cortex's lieutenants, so he gets to have his own little posse. No.
Really? This doesn't... So you're not actually allowed to spin these barrels away? Wow.
I don't think so, no.
No, you're not, because if you were, then they would be shoved away from via the Aku Aku invincibility. Because what the Aku Aku invincibility also does is it generates a sphere of the attack frame.
Of the attack frame, right? But during the invincibility frame moment. However, if you could spin these barrels away, this level would not be a big deal at all. But because
because you
spin,
just be able to
spin. You know, just
but yeah, you're clearly not allowed to spin them away because they had to reset that barrel's position after the gangster died.
Which island do you think this is? 1, 2? No, this is island 3, where we're gonna take that finger of guidance and flip you off with it. Pointy finger of bouncy barrels. Those bouncy barrels, as has been noted pretty much ubiquitously in the Crash Bandicoot community, are the main cause of death in toxic waste. Crash Bandicoot 1, of course, you already had to complete this level without dying. Well, here is where many runs come to die, because now every barrel that's coming your way is a bouncy barrel.
Nicely done, Mr. Cloud.
Thank you, Mr. Gerda. We do as necessary for life and prosperity. And now we are going to break boxes in the name of our babe. Quickly now, because apparently we're on a bit of a time constraint, gentlemen.
But it worked. I'm convinced that they increased the size of the explosion for this bonus room.
On Cloud 99. That's the achievement you get for having 99 lives.
Huh. I didn't actually see our life counter. Did we actually hit 99 or?
Yeah, we're probably well past 99 now. I mean, I just got 2 lives for completing that bonus stage. Yes, Toxic Waste is a very short level, and you will feel like a G when you get done with it.
Personally, I prefer to feel like Y's or W's, but you know.
Pinstripe Potaru. Every boss has a little quirk, but this guy is a little particular. He has a gun.
He's got a atomic gun from the 20s, man.
So, just like in the first game, they start Crash off in a position behind one of these chairs where he will do his crouching in fear animation. He's actually, in the original game, he was just covering his eyes. But for some reason, covering your eyes will actually give you invulnerability to bullet fire.
Well, what's actually supposed to be happening here is you're being protected by the invincible furniture.
Right. Except that you can do this protecting animation even while you're not perfectly behind the chair, and that breaks the immersion. This is what you do when there's a maniac with a gun. See, he wasn't doing the animation. He has to do the animation or he will get shot. Now, 4 attempts later, this is me actually beating Pinstripe Potaru. He has a lot of health. In the original game, you can actually spin him 3 times before he returns all the way to the right, but in this game, they give him invincibility frames after you hit him each time.
Okay.
I see that you are a most qualified candidate. Alright, now wait for him to jam. Now go. Now he's going to jam on this side. And now he's going to jam on top of his desk.
Yay!
Yee-haw!
Pinstripe Patooey. I actually like the Pinstripe boss. I think personally it's one of the more inventive bosses that we have here. All right, here we go. The high road. You guys remember the bridge to nowhere, right?
I'll take the high road, and someday I'm gonna meet you. First thing you do every time you start this level without getting checkpoint 1, walk backwards in this direction and get those boxes. If you die, you will have to go backwards and get those boxes again.
Like so.
Case in point. Okay, now let's go back and get the boxes again. Don't worry, they only do this a couple more times. Just a couple.
So if you want to cheese this level out, all you have to do is jump on the ropes. You can actually get on top of them. I forget if you have to do spin jump or not, but
yeah, honestly, like I am all set with that. I think that I've got my platforming strategy down pretty solid for this level. The difference, of course, between this level and Road to Nowhere is that they're really emphasizing the danger with these wide pits. Timed hits.
no, this is not Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door or Paper Mario 1.
Timed hits. No, go back on your belly. Okay, and poof.
Whee!
Jesus. Jesus! Oh, my bandicoots. We got the first checkpoint box. Thank God. Okay. Now, when we die, we go forward!
Forward and onward and upward and backward and all around the world.
The already prone turtles. I think the game is...
They do not flip over, so
Dang
there.
it. Yeah, I see you, checkpoint box, you motherfucker, you.
For the record, I am still against us being abusive to these turtles. They're just, walking around walking along the bridge,
Well, I mean, they're...
attempting to be
This
Koopas.
doesn't hurt them. That looked like it hurt, though. You see those spired crags? They only seem to come into focus as you approach. Leads me to believe that Crash might not look so good after he lands. Yes, many turtles on the high road. I'm not sure why, because in the high road I think of speed. This is literally a snail's race.
No, there's a Family Guy joke about that.
I think I see something in the distance. I'm trying to figure what it is. It's like a...
That is probably the box gym turning point. That or the top of Cortex's tower.
I think it is the box gym turn. No, the top of Cortex's tower is on the left side. I'm talking like dead straight ahead. There's like a white cube in the distance. That seems to be getting bigger as we get closer to the end of the level.
Now, can you spin the hogs?
You cannot spin the hogs away.
Wow. That is terrible.
You know, I didn't realize that these hogs were dangerous until they started killing me. Because, look, Crash Bandicoot rides hogs. You know, just like polar bears don't suddenly become enemies in Crash Bandicoot 2, the hogs that we're riding in earlier levels do not suddenly want to kill us. I thought that they were having fun. Oh, it was just one of these boxes. I guess they did that so that you could actually see it. Because you might not think to get on top of the steel crate to continue to search for boxes.
The TNT crate does not blow up the checkpoint box.
No. You also cannot get the checkpoint box by spinning enemies into it. I'm not sure if they fixed that for Insane Trilogy or if that was always a thing. But yes, you have to spin the checkpoint boxes directly.
Or jump on them.
27 boxes? But where are they? Oh, my science. Alright, time for step 1. Use Crash's Shadow. Step 2.
Continue using Crash's Shadow.
Jump parallel. Now use Crash's entire model. This is the easy part.
And 2 lives.
Yay.
Yay!
27 boxes! And we got the gem. We just have to finish the level now. Yes, we get it. We have to land on the turtles. Do you feel...
Okay, we got it.
Do you feel like you have been desensitized to jumping on turtles?
No.
Because many
turtles are still awesome.
Because many experts agree that jumping on turtles is probably not a good thing. And in the next part, even more animal abuse. Video game style.